Okay. Let's take a look at this first path. Hmm. Okay, so either don't push them to the corner or reverse their power gain. Got it. We're bringing leader. Definitely bringing leader. Holy heck, are we bringing leader? Okay. Is there anything here that leader can't kill? Not particularly. I'll bring some other champions, but that'll do. Welcome, Black Hole, Blazy. Alright, let's take a look at the bosses. Okay, that's just Quicksilver. We'll bring him in. We can play with Nefari a bit too. I haven't done that much. Cool. Okay. Yeah, using a 6-star isn't great, but Reed is at least still great at reversal, so that'll work. Welcome, Needles. Low projectiles will be the death of me. Anytime. Yeah, I don't focus on the door at all. Mainly because for this particular path, the healing and the power gain that you weaponize require you to be aggressive, right? The healing is on struck, the power gain is only at the wall, and so you can't stay on the door. As for your other message, we got to keep the game going somehow, man. Do you submit to the wisdom of doom? So dramatic. Any more? Welcome, mate. Welcome, Shade. How's it going? Hmm. There we go. Special 1 dex, or the special 1 counter is tough. No, it's possible. Hmm. Yeah. It's getting to me. I have indeed heard details, but what? Hmm. Cutting it close. Hey, Antrasis. Y'all know not to ask me about things that haven't been announced. It's 3 arenas total, Antrasis. That part's public. You jerk! I got greedy and was a little bit aggressive. I definitely could have avoided getting hit there. That was going really, really well until then. Nice, Scorpion. Good work. I still need to do my run. Probably happen this weekend. Stupid greedy hood player. Is he now, JJ? Fight seemed pretty darn good to me. Yeah, life's pretty good. Just had a nice long vacation. It was really nice. I wouldn't use leader where they're against Sasquatch when there isn't power gain to reverse, but between this path and Mystic Dispersion, it works fine. Depends on what you mean by grind battlegrounds. I finished Victory Track and played a bit in Glad Circuit, but I did not finish my solo objective, so not that much of a grind. Hey, Snoops. Oof. No, I get it, JJ. That is a bit frustrating. They're taking an arcade boss with Hood? Wait, Cat, are you not getting game sound? I swear I'm seeing it. But sorry for the jump scare. Maybe Cat just got here right after I finished a fight, so it was just quiet because I don't have the background music on, and then it was a surprise. Yeah, that's probably it. Okay.
Perhaps it could be used to store your capes, Doctor.
Obsequious Herbie is so weird. Yeah, I got a new dongle. Monopolies live on. Only the Apple one works. Yeah, I try not to throw too much shade at somebody I don't know, because it sounds like this person is a good player, but like, in my opinion, it is not the point of being an officer to make sure you take a lot of fights. Is to make sure everybody takes the best overall balance of fights. Ah, yeah, I'm familiar. Yeah, he is a really good player. That arcade boss should absolutely be Vox. That's just an incorrect assignment. Knowing who it is, I feel comfortable saying that. He could take it. Do I think the Sinister buff was overtuned slightly? I kind of felt that way when we did it, but happens sometimes. Hey, frequency. You're gonna have to elaborate on that God of War, because there are quite a few assumptions baked into your question, but I am not going to assume them with you. So if you would like to unpack that a bit, we can talk about it. Iron cows. Bring that and sending to him. Go for it. Just be sure to include the part where I said he can take it. Pardon. But DLL, why are you using mediums with leader? Isn't he just 3 lights and intercepts always? No. But also to be more productive, until we were set up, it was pretty difficult to intercept type, so it wasn't worth the risk. And there's always the chance of the AI doing that. But the other reason to use mediums is to build power. Because specials are good. Hey, Oracle. In the past, our spring sales have been entirely cash, but as you spend the cash, you not only get the currency for the sale, you also get units. And then starting last year, we added that event. Last year it was Omega Days. This year it'll be Hearts of Fire, where you can then use those units to get things. So if you're sitting on a giant unit stash and aren't willing to put money towards the game, then there will still be something for you. Sorry, willing or able. I don't want to lean on that. If you have a lot of money and you're not willing to put money towards the game, then please, because we're working hard for it. If you are not able to put money towards the game, then please don't. Disposable income is supposed to be disposable. But like, what does that even mean? Pretty R4 heavy, like relative to what? Coming through the sale tomorrow, I'm gonna be at 5, and I'm nowhere near Celestial. Like, I don't know. I honestly don't have a whole lot of sympathy for that kind of argument in this game because the whole point. Hold on, I'm backing out because Kindred's creeping me out. I'll be there in a second. Um, the whole point of this game is to collect and power up characters, right? Pretty much all of the rewards you get for being good at the game and all of the stuff that you can buy with money that is necessary for the game to survive is going to lead to your characters being more powerful, right? And so if what happens when we update rewards is that players get more powerful champions more efficiently when they win, and they have been complaining for a long time about not getting enough for their effort, then in my opinion, that means we're doing something correct. And if it is harder for you to win against them, then that means that it is easier for them to win, and it means that that is actually a real reward, right? Because a reward isn't going to feel worth it if you win, you get stuff, and then it's no easier for you to win next time. Like, you always have to flip these things when you're evaluating them, right? You can't just go, well, but now I can't keep up. Okay, but if you feel like you can't keep up, then that means that it felt like it was worth it for them. There has to be a balance between those two, but you do have to look at it from both ends. And I think, kind of like the old adage that a good compromise means no one is happy. I think if you aren't worried, then that means the rewards aren't good enough, if that makes sense. Like, you should be a little bit concerned about not getting the rewards as a sign of the rewards being good. If leader comes from DLL, so I believe it. I did not create this lane. I am not one of the encounter designers, but I do appreciate it. I got evicted. They have 7-star Tiger now. Yeah, exactly. Don't do that. What do I feel about Leader Sig? Is it worth investing in? Eh, not really. Like the Furies having a duration is kind of nice, but depending on the fight, like sometimes you don't really have a whole lot of Furies. The intercepting is almost entirely an extra benefit to me. I think just having access to the steadfast is the important part. Who invented that new BG's node? What do you mean? You gotta give me more context for this stuff, dude. I'm not living in your mind. Excuse me. I'm still not entirely sure which node you're talking about. Oh, because off season's already up. Hold on, let me go take a look. Battlegrounds loads so slowly. I know I'm not the first person to notice this, but it's very annoying. Oh, beat of energy. Plus power efficiency. That's funny. Yeah, I don't really have an answer beyond that. Those nodes have been there for a while, but that is a fun combination. Sometimes you gotta ban Bullseye. Yeah, it sounds like there are options. If you don't have one of those options for somebody like Bullseye, like that is what the ban button is for, y'all. I honestly think that like one of the single most problematic things that Battlegrounds players do for their own enjoyment is making the decision, well, this defender is awful and is ruining my day, but I have them too. So I'm going to leave them in and hope that I draft them and my opponent doesn't. And then odds are both of you draft them, and what happens if your opponent actually has answers for them and you don't? Like, if you can't answer a defender, ban them. Don't get cute about it. Don't hope. Don't get angry at RNG. Use the tools available to you and ban them. If you're confident you can win the other two, that works too. Accelerate. Oh, Ham would have been fun too, Snoops. You're not wrong. I'm doing Quicksilver though. Had a very brief moment of personal growth with letting Bullseye go unbanned for once last mutant meta, but that is now over and I shall regress. Okay, that's fair enough. Well, then use Kushala's special too, Jack. She has ways around that. I love this so much. I remember seeing it. A gym that was clearly once a library. Doom lifts with ease. Exactly, Finn. Morning. Oh, deeper voice. I mean, I can force it, but like I'm a baritone. I'm not a bass baritone. I only have limited deeper voices. Simba is one of them, but I can't keep it going for too much. Ah, that's right. The unblockables are in the corner. Here, boy. Eh, it's something. Oh, you jerk. I was too slow. I was 100% too slow. I'm not blaming him, really. I know this is a complete waste, but I only have 4 whiplashes, so it's okay. That was better. Come on, buddy. Do your thing. Carl. Alright. Whoa, bro. Rude. Clearly I was a bit slow on the special button. Ah. Yeah, definitely a learning curve, Jack. Because yes, you do need to be able to put buffs on him, but I'm saying like if there were buffs to nullify, then there are also buffs to soul barb. Especially when getting punched in the face. I'm sorry, what? Thanks, frequency. I've thought about playing with it a bit. I've never gotten around to sending in an application. I think it would be fun. I definitely don't think that I don't have the talent to actually be good, or I don't know about the talent. I don't currently have the skills to be good at voice acting. Um, I think I do have some talent, and so it's fun when I like DM for Dungeons and Dragons and stuff because I can play around with different voices, and I like mimicking things briefly. But maintaining a single voice for a long period of time for a single character is something that the good voice actors are very good at, and I have not really put time into. But it would be fun. Well, that's just rude, God of War. I don't think we need to be calling Quicksilver names. Soloed the fight with near 100% health. I don't have Spider Woman. What more can you ask? Yeah, I can understand not liking power gain nodes. And I will probably be banning Bullseye. I know it was a joke, and I'm not like particularly offended, but just as a heads up, especially on the internet when you're communicating in text, personally, I don't find humor in what reads through text is just outright name calling, if that makes sense. That's just kind of where my personal line is. Okay, we have another one of these striker protection nodes. There really are a lot of these. Okay, so we need heal blocks. We badly need heal blocks. But we can get them with armor breaks too. Okay. No, like seriously, armor breaks. Got it. Okay. Okay, dazed and confused. Interesting. You could maybe use Moondragon for this, but you would need to never block. Forget if I actually took mine to rank 2, but okay. Lockdown makes somebody like Ironheart tougher. Jean would probably be quite good there. I'll look at swapping her in. Yeah, Lumitrix might be fun too. Alright, I'll swap Jean in at the end, but we'll start there. Armor Breaker, Heal Block. If we've got a rank 3 Mysteria, we might as frickin' well, right? That Havoc is going to be annoying. I'm just realizing we should put a relic on Lumitrix. Shouldn't you be using crit damage? No, because critical rating and critical damage are both subject to diminishing returns, and Lumitrix gains a lot of crit damage in their own kit through all that cunning. And so the crit damage stat focus is going to add basically nothing on top of it. Whereas the special damage one is fully multiplicative and is just 8% more damage during specials, and that's going to end up being a lot more. No Sentinel, no. If I had time to stream, what would my main focus be on? Is that aimed at me? Because I am streaming right now. I don't know. If I had unlimited time to stream, I'd probably get bored just playing MCOC because I wouldn't want to just play Battlegrounds for hours on end. And I don't miss arena streams. That is a good shout on Howard. I appreciate y'all. Warlock Infection does not count as heal block. Ways to the striker. I did it purely on instinct. You high score. By which I mean I'm pretty proud of how many parries I landed during that last special too. Too early on the block there. Come on, buddy. Yeah, it's tough to get more than 4. That was only 2, right? You can definitely get more off this special one. That wasn't great. Take care, Snoops. Thanks for hanging out. Notice something unusual about Purgatory? Alright, I promise not to report it today. That's all I can give you. We'll see if it's intended or not. Hi, Runt. Pairing specials is a fairly new tactic. Excuse me, sir, this is Blade Erasure. But no, I like playing around with it. Not literally doubles, right? The degen vulnerability just gives her more. Oh, forgot about Lionheart. That was stupid. Messed up an Aegon special 2 punish. God knows how long. I'm thinking too much about chat. Okay, 1 second. Website, MCOC relic. Ghost Rider Battlecast. 20% degeneration vulnerability debuff for 12 seconds. Sounds like that might be bugged, y'all. Are you seeing 100% degen boosts with other characters? Like, I can't understand why that would just be Purgatory. Oh, shut. I said I wouldn't report it today. Sorry. Was laughing at Finn and I messed up the psionic glide there. Oh, and I messed up the striker again, but that's alright. He really does not move forward at all with that first hit. I really do not enjoy that time speed up. Hey Jason, how's it going? I hate the time speed up so much. I looked away for just a split second, you jerk. I'm really not paying enough attention to Morbius here. And he just... I blame you for the plasma going away, sir. That one didn't feel like my fault. Yeah, because it's a 20% degen vulnerability, but that should be additive with the Vicious. And the Vicious is only 10%, right? I suppose if the innate is also triggering, then we're up to 35 plus 35 plus 20 plus 10. That is double, but that should have a full cooldown of 16 seconds. And then you're still getting 20, 35, 10. Okay, maybe that's not a bug, unless, like, it should, as long as the 35% from from the innate is fully respecting the cooldown. But that still means that you should only be getting double if you literally have your 6-star relic maxed out, because that's the max on the innate. So I think something is still probably wrong. Because it sounds like that might be the ceiling that was intended by the tuning, but you shouldn't have access to it. And it definitely shouldn't more than double. I'm sorry, God of War, but I don't care. Like, if a bug fix means you can't do something, that, like, it's a bug fix. We're not going to game dev with our hands tied behind our backs because you want to play no take backseats. Like, we're not doing kindergarten rules on this stuff. If you really want to look me in the eye and pretend that Purgatory isn't of worthy rank 4 for that reason, I got a bridge to sell you. Hey, Adrian, I missed you up there. I'm glad you did figure out the Lotan final stage. Yeah, Purgatory is fantastic. None of these people have a cowardice, huh? So this is going to be kind of annoying. Wasn't that fixed a while ago? Gabriel? Oh my god. Dog. You made me get hit. One second. Sorry about that. My dog has serious separation anxiety issues, which is a problem when my parents, you know, have the audacity to go outside for a second. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was fixed the first day that Spider-Woman was available, so I'm curious what the reason for the question is. Yeah, it's 30%. Ensnare is 30% by default unless otherwise specified, and hers is not. My god. Sorry, the dog in the background again. Hopefully y'all can't hear it anymore because I did close the door, but just to clarify, your Ghost Rider relic is not Sig 200, right, Black Hole? I am so terrible at dealing with things immediately after Special 3 animations. At least when I'm reading chat during Special 3 animations anyway, which, why would I not? Sig 20. Yeah, something's wrong. Like, I can see how the math listed on the website eventually gets to 100% for a single degen and then has a cooldown. But that should all be scaling, and so you should only have access to that 100% bonus at Sig 200. So something is quite wrong. The direct damage potency increase would be a bit on top of that, but it's not going to explain the difference. Good job, Tony. Yeah, like the numbers Finn is giving make a lot more sense as being, you know, a non-completely maxed out relic, and it sounds like y'all are getting the benefit of a completely maxed out relic. And so something there is wrong. God of War, what you're probably running into is Spider-Woman's extra burst depending on the opponent's power. How big of a damage difference are we talking about if this gets fixed? It would be significant to that one degen, but like it shouldn't really be a problem. Because I don't know if you've noticed, but Purgatory's damage is pretty freaking good without that. I never have taken Moondragon up from rank 1. I need to do that at some point. See Bullseye working here too. Oh, I was going to bring in Jean. That's right. It is weird, God of War. I think what you're probably missing is that Power Sting damage depends on where your attack is when the Power Sting is inflicted rather than when it pops. Hey, Devil Dog, how's it going? Nope, that's on me. Oh, it's on cooldown. It's on cooldown. She is throwing these special ones at the worst possible time. Oh, really catching me off guard. Yeah, it was my fault. That one was predictable. Some of the others... No, Lumitrix is definitely good for that fight. My brain is not on enough for it at the moment. Yeah, it was my fault. Oh, I never did give her a relic. That would have helped. Those stifles are so annoying. How strong are those? Those must be 20% each. Yeah. Okay, so we need to be less aggressive. You would be correct. Okay, that would have been a lot faster with a 7-star, but yeah, she's a very good answer. No, that sounds like that's probably the incorrect description for a cold snap, but I do want to clarify if you're looking at a pause description, those kinds of things aren't universal. Appearances are a, like, instance by instance thing, so that's hopefully just that one cold snap that's messed up. I play some Battlegrounds. I never pushed that high. I was just in Gamma 1 this time around. Unfortunately, I definitely need to start work, so I don't think I'm going to be finishing this particular quest today. Um, but that just means I can do a longer stream later today. Maybe, because I do need to build my calculator for the sale tomorrow. But yeah, we'll see. Anyway, talk to y'all soon. Take care.